Padma Shri and recipient of 3 national awards. His body of work could turn any actor green with envy. I have with me the family man who no one would expect to be a secret agent on a mission. Please welcome Manoj Bajpayee.
Thank you.
Sir, season 1 was exploding when it came, and season 2 is a rage. In this couple of days that it has released, what has your reaction to all the positive reviews been?
I think most of it was very, very positive. Most of it, and the audience reaction and the friends' reaction, families and industry reaction is so massive, so amazing that it has been it has been getting too difficult to really believe that it's happening. This kind of a success, I don't think any one of us have expected from this season. When everybody was talking about season 2 jinx, suddenly season 2, really surpassed everything that we have expected. It has gone beyond anyone's apprehension or expectation. So yes, we are. When you're talking to me, or every one of us is feeling completely indebted and overwhelmed.
So, for a brief period before the release of the web series, there was a slight controversy around the release. Are you breathing a sigh of relief that the web series was able to do justice without hurting any sentiments?
I mean, you look at the reaction from everywhere, and it's always. We were very sure that once they watch the shows, all the answers, all the questions will be answered. All the apprehensions will be taken care of. Now, when it is doing so well, and each and everyone is watching, and so obviously you don't hear that kind of a noise. Also partly because the series itself, the story itself, has satisfied them and or answered all the questions that they had. After watching the promo.
So Samantha Akkineni has made her digital debut opposite you in The Family Man season 2. What was the equation like working with her?
I had a great time working with her. I mean, whenever we worked, we had loads of, we shared lots of laughter, cheers, and pleasantries, and a lot of admiration, for each other. And we all were quite, aware of the fact the superstar that she is from Telugu industry and Tamil industry, that she is so busy with. We knew that she would be getting her own fan base to the show, and look at her. Look at the kind of number of admirers that she has. All of them are rooting for her. It's so amazing that all of. I mean, Family Man with second season, we've really crossed, numbers, and we've really increased our territory of the fan base.
So, talking about equation and sharing screen space, I also wanted to ask you about late Asif Basra, sir. It was his last film outing, So, and there's this whole scene where you have this humorous encounter with him. It's also effortless. Could you tell us, about this scene and, about him working with him?
Asif has been a friend of mine since a long time. His passing away it came to us. It kind of shocked all of us. So all the friends, and I couldn't even realize the fact that he was going through such a mental trauma that he had to take such a drastic step. Whenever I see that scene, I don't feel comfortable. I don't also believe that he's gone. So yes, we will always remember him. Always remember him with a lot of fondness, with all the laughters and the happiness that we shared with each other. And I personally dedicate this performance of mine to Asif Basra.
So talking about The Family Man season 2, the biggest cliffhanger is whether Shrikant Tiwari knows what happened between Shruti and her colleague Arvind. So does he know? Can you tell us?
If he knew, the story of Family Man would have ended long back, right? So it's better that he doesn't know. So, and will Suchi tell him eventually? We really don't know. We are not too sure at this point of time how Suchi is going to come to a point where she will decide to tell him the truth, or our truth. We really don't know. We really exactly don't know what happened, what really happened in Lonavala. We as an audience, Shrikant doesn't know, of course. So he is only dealing with Suchi's, dissatisfaction with the marriage, and unhappiness with the marriage. He's only dealing with that. He doesn't know anything about Lonavala. It's only the audience.
So, the minimum guy is famous now. So what is your definition of the minimum guy?
I don't think anybody is a minimum guy. I mean, God has made all of us with our, with our strength and weaknesses, and everybody is capable of all big things. And that is why audience hates Kostov so much. Kostov, who played such a fine actor that he is, Kostov, who played the boss. So the minimum, I personally don't think there is anybody in this world who's a minimum guy. A person who is calling others is the minimum guy. No, not the person who is being told.
So season 2 also teased the plot for the third season. It supposedly is, in the backdrop of the pandemic. So have you already started shooting for it?
How can we start shooting for it? I mean, the lockdown, we've only seen the pandemic, experiencing it since 1 year, all of us together. And there is no script right now. Yes, the idea is there. The writers and the directors exactly know what to do with it, but they will only start writing if there's a final call from the platform. Yes, I mean, there's a lot of formalities need to be finished and completed before they start writing, and then the dates will be taken. Then we'll start shooting. Then post production. All of that. There is also there's too much of gap between the coffee and the lip.
Do you feel, with the OTT being at, right at top of the entertainment medium now, given the kind of situation we are in a pandemic, we are at home. So OTT is serving as the platform where people are getting their daily dose of entertainment. Do you think people will have apprehensions if and when the theaters open?
I don't know. I mean, when theaters will open, they will see footfalls. There will be audience going to the theater. Definitely, it will happen. When and how, that only time can tell. Theaters, cinema viewing is going to remain the same. It's just that it's that kind of a down period which you really can't help it. It's because of the restrictions and lockdowns that the theater viewing has suffered. But to say that theater, that one medium will dominate the other, no. I mean, all of these mediums will be there, and OTT will be OTT and theater viewing will be at par with each other, because now for 1 year, and it is still continuing for 1 year and more than that, people have no other alternative or options than OTT, and now they are exposed to so many varieties of shows and films. Definitely, anyone who will be busy on OTT will be celebrated by all kind of audience, and anybody who will be busy in cinema, uh, but they will also be celebrated. But personally, I think that there will be no demarcation. Actors and directors will be working on both the platform, on both the mediums.
Thank you so much for doing this. Pleasure
Thank you.
speaking, as always.
Pleasure, Mugdha. Take care.
Thank you, sir. Stay safe. Thank you.